Hey Shalandra, so glad that you could join me. Sorry, I just had to go grab my tea. Sorry, I may hear it echo. So I'm gonna get into your question. So I'm sipping on some green tea with some hints of jasmine flowers. Sorry if you can hear that sip, but I needed it to get started this morning. Are you sipping on anything? Coffee, tea? Also, let me know for your question if there's a particular deck that you'll like to use. I'll show you a few that I have. I wanted to start out with there's this Happy Chemicals deck. So we have, I was just picking a card here. So for the, hold on. Oh, sorry, what just happened? Sorry, I just got a notification, but I can't see it. Okay. Right now I'm definitely doing some tea. Okay, nice. Um, Yeah, so okay, so with this happiness chemicals just really quickly. So I just wanted to go over what we could um I don't know what we needed to like okay, so I don't know, my system's kind of messing up here. Let me see. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay. Alrighty, did you have a deck that you wanted to start with? I'm new to this setup here, so I'm just giving it a try. See. Sorry, this is a bit hot. Let me mute this. Okay, great. We'll do just because it's right here, we'll do the light seers and we'll clarify. Let's see. We'll clarify with this one. Yeah, we'll do this one. Alrighty. Five. Okay, so you want me to basically describe the person that you will be with currently, or just like the person you'll marry? Oh, goodness. Okay. You have some flyers there. Oh, goodness. Okay, so the person that you will marry. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's see. Will you help me describe Chandra? Who is this person that she will marry? What is he like? Hmm. Okay, so alrighty. We got one card that flew out. Oh, okay. So Ten of Cups, right off the bat, this will be someone that you will definitely feel like you're in love with. Um, okay, nice. I won't say this was someone that you could share a family with currently, or it maybe this is someone who, I mean, it's kind of obvious to say this is someone who will feel like family. This is the person that you'll be marrying. But this could be someone who is a homebody, who is very family oriented. Let's get some more information. But just right off the bat, that coming out is really good. He'll be the one. Like you'll know this person is the one. So you have three cards. On top of the deck, Eight of Pentacles. Maybe you'll meet him at work. You'll meet him at like a place where you're studying. I don't know, you're doing, oh, that's so interesting. Look at what's here. The Emperor, which could be a boss. So he could be someone that observes you. This could be like a college, like you could be like a coworker. This could be boss, and you are working with him on some type of project. Maybe at first you're not that interested in him. And let's see. Okay, so describing who he is here, we have the Knight of Wands and the Five of Swords. We're definitely going to clarify this energy. Hmm. Okay, so why the Ten of Cups in here? Oh, okay, so the Ace of Wands wanted to come out, but with this deck, I'm going to do another one because with this deck, it's like they have two Ace of Wands in this deck, but I'm gonna note that that wanted to come out, and that one is like paper material. Like the other one, it's hard to describe, but yeah, just trust me on this. So the Ten of Cups, I'm gonna note that Ace of Wands, but we're clarifying this Ten of Cups. Something else. Why is the Ten of Cups the husband? Oh my goodness! Oh my gosh! Okay, so you have the King of Cups here with the Ten of Cups as the clarifier. Oh, wow. And on top of the deck is the Queen of Cups. After all that shuffling, this will definitely feel like, okay, so you will marry the one. Whoever this guy is, he will be the one. And that's great to know because you're asking to describe, like, who is he? Who will you marry? You could marry someone that, is not even who you're supposed to be with, so to speak. So this is definitely indicating that he is the one for sure. He will love you. Like, he will be okay. So this is the type of man that will cook for you, clean for you when you get off work, give you a massage your feet. Even if he got off work, he gonna get in the shower, make sure everybody ate, make sure you sorry for the interruptions, but make sure you ate, make sure your kids ate, make sure everything is together. That's what that King of Cups is going to do, honey. Especially with this Ten of Cups. This is the man that's a family man. And I just love it. This is what you want in a husband. This is a good dad. This is someone that even if he doesn't have it all financially, he's going to figure out a way of having it, and also to make you feel secure, loved, seen. I love that. So let's see, why the Knight of Wands to describe her husband? I think you got. Okay, so we got a card here. Six of Cups on top of the deck. Two of Swords to clarify the Knight of Wands. Let me get a little more context here. Why the Five of Swords, Cynthia? This one. Oh, Five of Cups reversed. On top of the deck, the Empress. Hmm. Empress. And this is the Empress. And on top of this deck, and as I mentioned, there was an Emperor here underneath here. Um, hmm. This feels like you may have history with this person. This feels a little bit, and I say that because the Five of Cups could talk about an ex, but in the reverse, it's kind of like if you don't have history with this person, they could remind you of someone from your past. And because, okay, so with the Five of Swords indicating a bit of conflict, back and forth, I don't want to say this could be this person that you're married to. Okay, so however, let's go with that. Let's say if this is his personality, if you're describing him only in his traits. He comes off to be very loving, family oriented, highly desirable if we're considering a spouse. However, he may have ways in which he could be a little, I think it's how he may communicate. His communication skills may not be the best. And maybe you come off in the marriage a little bit hot, fiery, ready to go. You may love to travel. You're spontaneous. You like to move, and maybe this causes a little bit of conflict in your marriage. And he may not verbalize that the right way. So maybe one thing to note, if when it in terms of your marriage and your husband, he may not be the best communicator. So the way he may communicate, it may be avoidance. It may be not necessarily, because I see you two maybe having this one and up kind of energy with the other. So I have to have the last word, and that kind of energy. And it may pertains specifically to your actions. So I don't know if you're just somebody, you're more alpha than you're submissive. You're just someone, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go do what I want to do in this particular case, and you could either go along with it or not. It's okay, but I'm going to go anyway. Like, if you have that kind of personality where you won't stay at home if your husband says okay, stay at home, and I mean, this man, he will be cooking and ironing your underwear, for goodness sake. This is the King of Cups clarifying the Ten of Cups. I mean, he's really, but maybe you feel like, well, I want a little more of a masculine man. I want a little more of someone who's gonna, I don't know what you like in a man, but I'm just saying he may be rather submissive and just more of a, he will be like a stay-at-home dad in any case. But I feel as if whatever your passion is, wherever your passions lie, you two may come into conflict with each other. I feel like it's nothing that you two can't get over, but he may also remind you of someone from your past, because if we get the 10 of cups here and minus this 5 of cups here, it's still the 5 of cups. I'm just getting energy of this person maybe reminding you of someone from your past, if this is not someone you have history with that you will marry. um and you guys may be having issues with communication. That's the only thing I see being kind of a problem, is how you guys communicate and how you guys and particularly when it comes to actions. So that's just, yeah, I can see if I'm getting anything in addition. The person that you'll marry. Hmm. Yeah, and you can meet him at work or some type of place of study. I don't know, school, work, and somewhere, because the Eight of Pentacles is here. So school, work, and hmm, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's how, I don't know. However you got, just, I would just keep this in mind. Your communication skills with one another. That may be the only kind of big discrepancy here, is how you guys may talk to one another. And maybe you could be the person that is very set in your ways in terms of how you move, or how you, it's something about an action here with this Knight of Wands, and you may be not seeing with this Two of Swords how this person may, like, you guys, it's like a disconnect here with the way you guys communicate about how you move. I don't know, you may say, I'm a stay-at-home mom, I like to just stay at home all day, but maybe you're saying, okay, I do like to go out and I do like to pop my, but, and if that's the case, you have to be good about communicating this to this person, because I do see it potentially being a problem. But yeah, otherwise, whoever you marry, you'll marry the one. I feel like you don't have to worry about marrying some, person that you're going to end up divorcing later on in life or something. You'll marry the person you're meant to be with, spiritually and truly. So I hope that answers your question. If you have any like additional questions or anything you'd like to add, please feel free. I'm just gonna enjoy my tea here. And I must know, what are you sipping on? I just had to add more sweetener to my tea. I don't know, but I just can't have honey, well, tea, I should say, without good amount of honey. Okay. So, hmm. Okay, so you're not sure. I'm sipping on green tea as well, but you're not sure if it's the person that you're with currently. Do they remind you of your ex, or do they remind you of someone from your past? Did you meet them at work or school? And do you guys have problems like communicating? That would kind of let you know if it's this person. And communicating in terms of your actions. So when you go out, um, however you move, is it kind of coming into conflict? Do you say things to him that get in his head? Um, are you a little ruthless with your words? Like, that's how you'll know that this is the person that you're going to marry. And also, the most important thing I should say is, does he come off like a king of cups? Is he highly generous? Really that person that you can rely on, maybe after a long days of work. He'll, make your dinner, or he'll do all the things you'll think maybe a stay-at-home mom would do. Like, he'll be totally comfortable doing that as well as working too. Let's see. Um, I'm not seeing anything. Mm. Oh, okay. So this sounds like that person. If so, that's likely who you'll marry. Also, I don't really go with astrology signs, but if that person could be a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, but I don't really go with astrology signs. I only say that because he came out the King of Cups, and clarified the Ten of Cups. So, what I'll do is I'll set up a pick a card reading, because I only offer pick a card readings on this channel. And I do that just so I find it to be helpful when it comes to being led by our intuition, which is essential in life. It's our guiding light. So I do it in hopes that we can connect to the Most High and our intuition a lot easier and better. So if there are no questions, I'll do a pick a card. The needed provider is very important. It's like, what do people expect me to do? Mm, what do you mean by that? Like, and it's like, are you saying that you do or they do? If you're talking about this person, um, the King of Cups, he seems like he would try to get it done. He may not have it, but he's definitely going to try to get it done at least. That's that kind of personality the King of Cups has. I could do a pick a card rating, or since we don't have many people in the chat, we could do, I could pull a current energy if you would like for me to pull one for you, Shalandra. I could do your current energy and, or the energy around you. It sucks so bad because I tried to go live on Halloween night and I had a few people show up, and my internet and everything was just going so bad. So my setup looked great, everything was great, but it was just really bad. It was lagging really bad. It was just really sucky. It helped me realize that I don't know why I didn't take on tech as a career path. Okay. You had a baby. This is deep. Who had a baby on you? Oh, I thought we were gonna do a current energy. This is heavy. No, you're fine. Let me see. So, do you want to know if someone is pregnant around you, or do you already know someone is pregnant? You just want to know who got someone pregnant. Trying to get my setup together. Oh, okay. All right. Definitely. I know. Okay, so I completely I completely feel that because I've had some dreams that have come to pass. But the only thing is, if you've been kind of internalizing it almost to the point where you're almost like kind of obsessing subconsciously, like you're just paranoid, like you're telling yourself, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So make sure it's not that energy, because that could be why you had a dream about it. And if it's not that, then it could be because, okay, it could be because, it could be, it could have happened, right? But just make sure it's not your own paranoia, because that can trickle into our subconscious, and the next thing you know, we're having nightmares, actually. It's not even dreams at that point. We're creating our own, you know discomfort. But I can see if there's someone lying about a pregnancy. if you like. As long as you know for sure you're not just freaking yourself out about it. So you think you're freaking yourself out about it and someone's lying? Is that what you're saying? Oh wow, that's pretty deep. Okay. Let me see. Hold on, sorry. Is someone lying to Chandra about a pregnancy, or is there a pregnancy behind her that she doesn't know about? And you're for sure not the one pregnant in these dreams, right? Oh, oh my goodness. Okay, I'm seeing where you're dreaming about it. All right, let me see. Temperance. This is one of my favorite decks. Let me show you what I'm using. If you care to know what I'm using, but this is like one of my favorite decks. The Hoodoo Tarot. Um, okay. Let's see. So, okay, so you said, yeah, it's not you. Okay, so that's okay. I was meaning to show you. The Father Sims is Temperance in this deck. You can kind of see what he has going on, but yeah. Oh yeah, and the card that fell out is Hangman, which is Gula Jack in this deck. And yeah, okay. I was gonna say, as you can notice, he's like upright instead of the usual reverse. So your cards are the Ten of Swords, which is the Ten of Knives in this deck, the Seven of Baskets, which is the Seven of Cups. I don't know how well you can see these, but I want to make sure you can see your cards. And then the Hangman. I definitely see where it's on your mind. I'm not seeing pregnancy, but I'm definitely seeing where you're having dreams about this. So the card, oh, that's so crazy. This card popped out, right? I'm gonna keep shuffling. I want to shuffle on camera, but I just saw her. This is the Priestess of Swords, which is the Queen of Swords. I just saw her in this deck. She's at the bottom. So the Mother of Knives in this deck. So I think it's something that could be more cerebral than anything, but I'm gonna shuffle to see. Yes, this happened a couple months ago. And I was saying, I keep saying always with another dude. Interesting. Okay. So he sounds like he's paranoid and is transferring that energy over to you or something. But let's see. That's so crazy. Oh, that's a five pentacles. Okay. Anyway, let's see. But yeah. Why the ten of swords? Ooh, we have two flyers. Oh wow, we have three flyers. Okay. Um. Sheesh. So it's crazy because one of these cards is a ten of swords. So we have the ten of swords clarifying the ten of knives, which is the ten of swords in this deck, along with the four of cups and the six of swords. I'm going to tell you right off the bat, there's no pregnancy. There's absolutely no pregnancy at all. No one's pregnant. No one, there's no pregnancy. There's a lot of there's a lot of devastation. There's too much devastation, doom and gloom for there to be pregnancy. There's no creative energy here. It just seems like a whole lot of, like I said at first when I saw the Queen of Swords twice, it's a lot of cerebral energy. So it lets me know that it's something that's just in your head. Basically, the Seven of Cups could talk about illusions. It could also talk about daydreams, dreams. That's why I said I see the dreaming here. But there's something that needs to be looked at from a different perspective, or something needs to be looked at a little bit differently because it's not a pregnancy. So like you don't have to worry about that. Because I feel like it would have something would have there's so many cards that are coming out that are indicating that. So let's see what the Seven of Cups. What do we have here? The clarifier. Okay. We don't even have any pages. This is the Hermit card in this deck. So this is Crone. And that's so crazy. Okay. Sorry about that. I got a call and I need to know now to put my phone on D&D. They're so crazy that the first card we came out with is seeing the type of door in my dream. Oh wow. Yeah. If you look a little bit closer, I'm sorry, this is like blurry as all get out. But there's a person climbing out of this door. There's a person climbing out of this door. And so let me clarify the Seven of Cups because that just kind of distracted me. I didn't expect the whole like live to shut down when I got that call. Okay, well, the Seven of Cups. What's the Seven of Cups? I clearly suck at shuffling this deck, but I'm trying here. Oh, nice. Oh my gosh. Okay, Shalandra. You are definitely having some type of dream. Okay, the Queen of Cups is here. Okay, so this is the Priestess of Cups in this deck, along with the Two of Cups. You could be connecting to someone. I don't know if you feel like it's an unrequited love situation or like a missed opportunity of some sort. Are you searching for something? Like maybe you could have had a child with someone or you wanted to and it was unrequited or something was unrequited in regards to this pregnancy. It's something you're picking up though intuitively, emotionally in your dreams because this is clarifying the Seven of Cups. It's crazy. So it's showing me that you definitely are having some type of dream, some type of downloads. But in regards to the download, it just looks like there's no actual pregnancy. There's no physical pregnancy here, right? We don't see the Ace of Wands. We don't see the Empress. We don't see the notorious cards that would signify pregnancy. We don't even see the Ace of Cups. We don't see the Ace of Pentacles. We still have to clarify this Hangman. We don't see though there's nothing Page of Cups. We don't have any pages. Those would be children. I don't know. It's just nothing indicative of like, oh yeah, there's a pregnancy here. Why the Hangman? Which is a good thing though, in terms of if you feel like someone's hiding something from you, like, no, it's not a pregnancy. Okay, what's the Hangman? Oh goodness. Okay, so we have a fire. I keep this in the deck for some reason. I like to read it, but I'm not gonna read it now. Okay, let me grab this card that's way over here. Okay, so with the Hangman and Temperance, this is Temperance. So Temperance is clarifying the Hangman. Oh, on top of the deck is the Death card. On top of this deck, oh, that's so crazy. That's right. I forgot. This was the Father Sims, which is also Temperance. So Temperance energy is surrounding this. Right off the bat, I'm not getting any type of pregnancy. So no one had like a baby on you that they're lying about. This all just feels like something more eternal. I'm not sure if you had to heal from something or there's something that healed because of Temperance. Seven of Cups, it's some sense of like something going on emotionally, mentally, eternally. And it is due to a connection with someone. So I don't know if you have a person in particular in mind. Like, is this person lying to me about a pregnancy? You're connecting somehow to that person at night spiritually. I don't know if he's on your mind. This could be someone you think about a lot. Ten of Swords twice. Maybe there was a betrayal with this person. Maybe the communication with this person is non-existent. You're like not talking to this person and they just stay on your mind. And like the way you kind of liberate yourself from not speaking to this person, not being able to hear from this person, is maybe you think about them a lot. You think about them a lot, you internalize, okay, well, this is what happened, this is that. And then this could be subconscious energy, this Seven of Cups, like, and then it transitions into your dreams. Queen of Cups. Um, I'm really getting this is more mental due to something emotional rather than, more than anything. And it's kind of how you're medicating yourself. However, you're thinking about this, it's kind of soothing you. So if you think about it a lot, you may daydream. I don't know. In some way, it may seem like it's not soothing you, but it's like it may be because you don't get to communicate with this person. So the way you're kind of like, okay, so you're thinking, and you're kind of coming up with resolutions within yourself, and you're like, okay, maybe I don't know. But to answer your question, there's no pregnancy here. No one had a baby or anything on you. Okay. I just feel like there could be something that's going on as far as you're definitely having dreams or downloads. And it's due to some type of connection you have with someone for sure. And hmm, yeah. And I feel like maybe you wanted to be with this person, or you still like there's a connection with this person that you have. But maybe you're also feeling like something's missing, like not really seen, and how you go about, I don't know, processing whatever this is mentally are through your dreams. And there's something that maybe there's some insight that you may gain with time. You may gain some insight, but I'm not getting that there's a pregnancy. I feel it just more so feels like maybe you wanted to create with this person. Maybe you wanted to do something with whoever this is. And now it's like you only have your thoughts and maybe you overthink and then you have your dreams. and that's where you find this person. So you have to help me here. Is there a particular person you're thinking had someone pregnant? And I say that because there's a connection here. There's a connection here. But oh, I don't know if I can show this. There's some boobs here. Oh my goodness. I love this deck, but I don't know if YouTube's gonna like say anything. There's some exposure, but let's see. We'll see. Only time will tell. But it just seems like, wow, with these Ten of Swords coming out twice, it just seems like either you're thinking a crap ton of a lot about this, or you experience something like a betrayal dealing with this person. Or maybe also I'm getting, you didn't feel like the closure was much of a freaking closure at all. It felt like a slam door, because this is somebody in this deck. I hate this depiction of the Ten of Swords because it's so real, but it's like at the same time it's like, wow, because it's like someone crawling out of a church. And how are you going to crawl out of a church with 10 swords in your back, you know? Just kind of like think about that. It's like you may have felt like, okay, this was home at some point, and it left you like that, you know? So that's this could be how you feel about this connection. And then maybe I don't know how a baby got in the mix, like how you start thinking, oh yeah, there's a baby here. Because I'm not seeing that. The Queen of Cups could definitely be a mom. The Four of Cups, Two of Cups, it just feels like there was a missed opportunity with this person. And maybe you're like just thinking shoulda, coulda, wouldas. And then maybe you're also considering, I don't know, what if they got someone else pregnant, or what if they got someone pregnant, and the worst case scenarios. And it's not that. It's not that at all. I don't see that at all. You know, that, no. So yeah, that's just a short version of kind of what's going on. I know it felt like it was a bit long, but yeah, just trying to give you an in-depth understanding. But yeah, this just kind of feels like, I don't know, it's kind of like sad. It's kind of like, and then you get the death card right here. So there's like some type of, I feel like this is related to like an ending. Were you with someone and like, what's the zodiac sign? I'm not, I don't go by zodiac signs, but if you do, then I'm gonna do it. Okay. Zodiac signs I'm getting, we have a lot of, hold on, I'm gonna start with the first one. So Scorpio, but I'm getting a lot of air off the bat. Air, water, and we have fire. A lot of water though. This is a lot of water and air. Air, water, and fire. So we could say like Pisces, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Cancer, Gemini, Aquarius. I'm not really getting Libra, but I'm getting Gemini, Aquarius. It could be a Libra, but Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, Sagittarius. I have no idea. That's why I was asking you if there was anyone that you could have been in a relationship with, or had a connection to, that could possibly that you could possibly be thinking about, because it just all looks cerebral. There's absolutely nothing going on. I have no idea, but like why it's coming in your dreams now. Are you not thinking about, okay, so here's my only question, because this is what it feels like. If I got this spread, I would think I'm perhaps overthinking about something that did not work out? Did you experience a connection? Seemed prosperous, seemed promising, that did not work out the way you expected it to. And it was filled with a lot of freaking betrayal. Betrayal after betrayal after betrayal after betrayal. And you're no longer talking to this person. And you're thinking this person could have got someone pregnant or impregnated someone at some point, right? That's what it kind of feels like for me. In your way, because you could be highly intuitive yourself. The Queen of Cups is highly intuitive. You can be highly intuitive, and that's why you're receiving downloads in your dreams, and you're like, okay, this is the answer. Did you experience, were you like ever at all, because it's related to pregnancy, were you ever pregnant with, did y'all ever have a child? Did y'all ever talk about having a child? Is that something that he always said he wanted? Did he say, yeah, I want a child? I really want a child. I want a child with you. Let's have a child together. And then it didn't happen? Because if any of those scenarios are there, then that's perhaps why you're having these downloads. Because mind you, Queen of Cups and the Two of Cups came out to clarify the Seven of Cups. And it just seems like a missed opportunity that you feel like, damn, maybe the closure didn't feel like much of closure at all. Like, this is not really closure. That's why I was mentioning that church. It's like, okay, we were like, I came to you, and this could have been someone like there was your shoulder to cry on after experiencing a Ten of Swords. And you know how, things we often say, like, you were supposed to be my knight in shining armor, only for you to turn around and do the same thing my ex did to me, or this other person did to me. This kind of feels like that energy, like with the church. Like, I came here for refuge, and only to feel like people in the church are talking behind my back and treating me like everyone else. It feels like that energy. So it's like, is this much of closure? Did I really receive the closure? Did we make peace? Yeah, we made peace, but is it closure? That's kind of the energy I'm getting from this. And that's why it's transferring to your dreams. It just feels like, yeah. Hmm. And maybe there's something you need to look at from a different perspective. And I feel like it's going to happen with time, because temperance, that's all about time. It's going to take a little time. But I feel like with time, things are going to become more clear, because I see it on your mind. I see it in your dreams. I see it in your thoughts. Like, I see this pregnancy and everything in your thoughts, but I do not see it materialized. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it actually. I see no child. You know what I mean? Let me show you something. I see no child, no pregnancy, no nothing. Let me see if I can find it. Um. Anyway, I wanted to show you like the Ace of Wands. Because even when if this Ace of Wands came out, which I can't find, of course, I would even said that that's a pregnancy. But okay, here we go. So I'm gonna cover the bottom, but this is like a pregnancy to me. So, or just giving birth, because you see the egg here, and I'm covering up the bottom, but it's like, I don't know how YouTube's gonna be about that, but and it's someone coming out of a shell, as if you're birthing something, like something just coming out. So I would have said, yeah, there's a pregnancy, but even that card didn't come out. There's so many cards that would indicate, oh wow, even the moon. Like, oh my gosh, they're hiding something. No, it's like, I had to connect you. I had to connect you with the tunes that had connection. Okay, so I mean, with any of those connections, if like I mentioned, if you had any kind of, if y'all ever discussed pregnancy, or having a child, anything along those lines, and you feel like there was unfinished business between you two, that's why you're having these dreams. Okay, so with any of those three, are you considering one person in particular, or is this just general paranoia? Like you're just like, one of these MFers have somebody pregnant. So they got somebody pregnant. And if that's the case, I'm not really seeing that. I am seeing a whole lot of like the Ten of Swords came out twice. So I think whoever of those three, it's been some. I wish I could cuss on here because that's the only thing I could feel. It's been some FSHIT going on. Okay, that's all I'll say. And it's like kind of crowding your thoughts. I do see it heavily crowding your thoughts. Like there was a whole lot of cerebral energy in your reading. Now I know you said that you're trying to think about other things, and you're like, I'm not even trying to think about this, but I'm like, I can't tell. I'm just gonna be real. I can't tell if like, these thoughts are maybe coming to you rather than you initiating the thoughts, but I see them definitely coming. But I don't see a pregnancy. That's the thing. It's like it appears I see the dreams. I see the thoughts, but I don't see a pregnancy. So it makes me feel like with the death card on top of the deck with temperance, it's like something it's like something you're healing through, something with time. It's like giving those vibes. Some type of devastation. And something that doesn't feel like closure either too. Maybe you're needing that closure with this person. That's why, or these people, I don't know. Maybe that's why you're thinking about some type of pregnancy. And you said it's not you that's pregnant in the dreams. So if you wanted to have a child with these people, or you did carry at some point, maybe that's what you feel like you need closure in regards to. Because I see it definitely, I see something clouding your mind in terms of your question, and you dreaming about it as a Queen of Cups. But with that hangman there and temperance, which is like stagnant energy, like a pause, I don't feel like it's related at all to a physical pregnancy, like someone has someone else pregnant. I think it's something going on within you that maybe needs to be evaluated in terms of that situation with the babies or a child or something like that. Would you like an oracle card for your day? Okay. Do you believe that is there one of them in particular that you think about often, or how you feel like there was no closure, or if there was closure, it didn't feel like much of closure at all? Wow, so you actually see the same door, that like archway door, um often? You've been seeing it as of lately? Wow, so interesting. Definitely a sign, but it being pitch black all around and you only see the door. Okay. Is there a light behind the door or is it still pitch black like going when you look at the door? I see anything else but the door. Okay. Is there a light behind the door? And then three dots. Three dots. Interesting. Is it like the three dots on the side of the screen? Is it like the three dots when you were continuing a sentence? Like what kind of three dots? Like um, like to be continued three dots or three dots when we're I can't even think right now. You know what I mean? I need to come up with like a I don't know, some type of theme music when there's a tea break. There's a refill for tea. Like you guys know what we have to do now. It's tea break where we refill our teas. Let me know if like the rain music, like is it making you sleepy? Because doing these so early, it's not so much early now, but like doing these earlier on where it's like could be like 4 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning somewhere. And people could be that could like maybe make them go back to sleep. So tell me if it's I feel like it's like for me soothing, but for others it may I could see how it may make, them sleepy depending on what they're doing. But I'm curious because personally I don't really like listening to lo-fi so much. But that's just me. Not all the time. Honestly, I don't think it was closure with any of them. I think it just oh, I see. I see. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty deep. So, yeah, um, um, yeah, when people aren't willing to do their own work to heal, it's like heal themselves, even or go through the process of healing for themselves. I mean, how can they? They do typically leave things unhealed with other people. So, yeah, definitely see that. I think that's needed though, some way, somehow. And I believe with time it will happen. But there's something that you will gain enlightenment on in terms of that healing, your healing journey. Because I see with that hangman and the temperance card, it could, give light to that. Um, it's just all about timing, and that could be perhaps why it's just so in your head. Because even the hangman is a thought card. It's a card that could talk about self-reflection as well too. And that hermit we saw along with yeah, the others, 10 of Swords twice, 6 of Swords not so much. It's just kind of like making peace. That's what I was saying. Maybe it was like you made peace with people, but these people or this particular person, but it just didn't feel like okay. It's like things left undone still, so things left unsaid. But I think, well, I feel within time, it will, and I know it just like sucks to hear that. It's like, okay. But it's like every time I'm like, all right. But it's like within time, like you would notice and you understand like you already do. It seems like you're already on that path. Like you're already on that path. But where I'm going with this is because I saw so much in your energy that showed like, okay, it's heavy on your either subconscious or your mind. It was so much in terms of, that's why I said the primary energies were the air and water. So I see where it's like on you emotionally, a connection or these connections with the two of cups, queen of cups, seven of cups. I see where it's like, okay, you definitely, it's in your dreams. And it's like, okay, ten of swords, six of swords. And it was like, I can remember I was like, okay, it's in your mind, like freaking crazy, like a four cups, like it was a missed opportunity of some sort. So another sense of like, okay, it's weighing on you heavily emotionally. But then you're like, hangman, temperance. And it's like, okay, this seems like something that is more so what's going on within you than something that's like the outside. And there's no indication of pregnancy. I'm like, okay, so there seems like there's like a disappointment in the connection. I don't know what you could be telling yourself, or but that could be kind of giving to there being this feeling of, I don't want to say inadequacy, but like just this feeling of like, okay, what the heck, is someone pregnant, someone hiding a pregnancy, that would lead you to ask this question basically. um oh, it's white. Mm. Oh, you know what, I just thought about this just looks not appealing. um if like you just see something of someone hanging there, this just seems like, let me change this. So just in case people show up to the chat, it's not off-putting, because I would think like, what the heck, what's going on here? I'll be a little scared. Anyway, so um yeah, so that's so interesting. I don't know if I would go through that white door though. I think I don't think I don't think I'll go through that white door. I'm not even gonna hold you for real, because have you? I'm curious. Have you gone through the white door? Oh, okay. I'm glad you like it. I really am. Okay, hey. Sorry about that. I had to get a refill. Okay, so oh my goodness. I need to get something that's like a banner that says like tea break, tea time, break, something like that. But I saw where you said, okay, that's great that you haven't walked through the door because there are some, I don't want to call them conspiracies, but some say that if you go through the white door towards the light, I'll say go towards the light. That's when we're accepting of our circumstances, like we're going to another realm. So perhaps just throwing it out there, you could be like dying. You feel like I'm being like kind of serious because okay, so we know sleep is like the cousin they say of death. And so in terms of you like having these dreams, are you ODing your sleep? I don't know. There's just some things that we have to consider because how exactly are you dreaming about these doors and it's only highlighted in white along the sides? You said the archway, and then through it's like a white light. It's just giving spiritual vibes of it's a great thing you don't go towards the light. And right, and how you say you don't know who could be, wanting you to walk through the door. That's very also I would just say concerning because ultimately that's necessary to know who. The who's more important than the why. I would say in that case because you never know. But oh, let me move this. Still working with this setup here. But yeah, I would just oh mm, yeah, it's the reason why you're waking up too. And right before then, that's so eerie though, because I don't know. Okay, so some people may experience sleep apnea and certain other sleep disorders. They could go really close, like their heart rate, because everything decreases when you sleep. Like breathing. Do you think it could be that you're literally dying? I'm not even, do you think you could literally be going towards something? Like we have to really consider that as an option because I feel like that's so eerie. And have you been having these like for a while or did it just happen? I'm not saying you have sleep apnea or anything like that. I'm just saying like there's certain like sleep things that happen in our sleep that you know that could be, and having that to be reoccurring is quite a sign. Yeah. So I was thinking of pulling an oracle for the day. Let's see. Wow, okay, I see. So it was like actually trying to, in the dream there was some type of violence, you did mention that, towards the child though. It seemed like it was more so targeted towards a pregnancy, and shooting at the belly. Okay. Um and then it started over the summer. Wow. Interesting. Okay, so with that Ten of Swords, I didn't see anybody like harming a child though, like a masculine energy like harming a child. Now, what that could be interpreted as with the Ten of Swords could, but I didn't see any like Page of Cups. I didn't see anything that was like a baby. Clarifying the Ten of Swords, but that could be like a passing of a child, and with the Death card on top of the deck. But I didn't really see that. But if you experience a loss of some sort of like the connection, or if there was a pregnancy, but you did say there could have been a pregnancy, so maybe that's what's kind of, well, I don't know why it would be on your mind. You did say this year, so maybe it's that person. Is that the person that you're thinking about that could have got someone pregnant, or is it actually someone else? I'm just testing to see if my audio is good. Okay, so I'm not sure if I should do a pick a card, what you should know now, or a oracle, um, just like an overall collective oracle, or just the energy for today. Hmm. Let's see. I'm leaning towards a pick a card. I love a good pick a card. And I can do like a clarifier. I'm just seeing. What do you think? Um, um, I think I'm gonna come on later too because I may get a better turnout this evening, and I'll do it like a PM TNT, a PM TNT. Why not? I like to have TA during the evenings, not as of lately, but I can do that for the time being. But I guess I would do both an oracle and a pick a card, but I don't know. I'm not working with too much time right now. But let me see. I should just get on it, but I'm actually waiting so I can open the door really quickly for someone. But let me see. I'm gonna wait. So I'm gonna do a pick a card, and I'm gonna perhaps later on I'll do a pick a card and an oracle. But I'll do like you know what? I'm not gonna use this deck. Okay. I used it for today. So I have another deck here I'm gonna use. So we're gonna do the usual group A, B, and C. So 2 cards. Oh, okay. So this is just what you need to be aware of at this time. Okay, group C. Okay, oh, all right. So overall, maybe what needs to be known now has something to do with practical matters, material things. So if you're considering practical matters or material things, this may bring clarity, or you may find this to be helpful. What you need to know at this time. And I'm going to do a clarifier with this deck. Modern Goddess. I'm going to move off camera a little bit so you can pick also like intuitively what you feel led to already. Alrighty, there we go. Ooh. Alright, so on top of the deck, Queen of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles here. So okay, I'll give you time to decide. I'm probably going to clip this maybe in a live, in a short inning. So we have Group A, Group B, and Group C. So I'll give you a moment to decide on which group you're drawn to, or pal in this case, but where you feel led. Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and start. Oh, hold on. I almost like literally mix those up. Let's start clarifier. The Six of Swords. Your cards are the Seven of Swords, okay, and the King of Pentacles. So if you chose Group A, let's see what you need to know at this time, or you should be aware of at this time. Hmm. Okay, meditating. There is like a King of Pentacles here. Um, Someone rather practical, which is interesting because our card on top of the deck I mentioned was the Ace of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles. So overall, what we need to know, it's something pertaining to it could be money, practical matters, right? It's a lot of pentacles surrounding the energy. It's someone that you could have an emotional connection to with this Queen of Cups. You could have gave someone some money. I don't know if what you should be aware of. If you are like in a King of Pentacles energy, there could be someone around you that's coming after something that you have, that you own. Um that you own. It could be intellectual property as well too. They could be coming after an idea of yours. This could be something that you're already meditating on, or you've already been thinking about, because underlining this is like the Four of Swords energy. So you could have already been thinking about this. This is someone that you may know personally. Then maybe they've done some backhanded things, and what you should know at this time is you still cannot trust that person. It's giving vibes of, please keep your both eyes on them, not just one eye, but both. And if you have some bifocals, make sure you keep those eyes on them as well too, because it just gives vibes of, maybe you two have like at some point you felt like you guys have, you're like, okay, so you're just like, okay, we already had a talk, we already had a conversation, that I know that you're a little shady character. There's still some things that you guys need to discuss that has not been spoken on. There's still some things that you guys need to discuss, okay? And if you're not in this King of Pentacles energy, this is someone saying that maybe they don't trust you. Maybe they see you as someone that they have unfinished business with, like they need to have a conversation with pertaining to monetary things. Maybe they give you money, maybe they owe you money, or maybe you owe them money, something like that. What you should know at this time, there's still something that will need to be said, or will be said, in terms of either something related to practical matters, money, um, assets, things of that nature. So let's see. Yeah, there's a conversation that needs to be had or will be had. And if you're feeling like, okay, we've already made amends, we made peace, no, there's still something there that needs to be discussed, because I feel like there's like a shady character here. Um, Energy, shady character energy there. And I feel as if this person, if not you, it's like you two are both well aware of it, because in some way you're saying, well, we've already put this behind us. But have you really? Is the question. So let's see. We have Group B. Welcome, Group B. Let's see what your cards are for what you need to know. Nine of Wands, Hermit, Three of Cups in the reverse. Are you thinking about giving something another chance? You could be alone at this time and you're doing some just introspective work. Like you're just kind of in thought about whether or not you should give something another chance. There could have been a third party interference. um gossip, like some type of talk in regards to something. It could be your lifestyle, and it could be a friend group too. Like you're wondering, should I be friends with them again? Can I trust them again? Um, but you should know at this time. Uh, sorry, just got a message. Um, there's still something that you need to see in terms of this like friend group or friendship, third party situation that you have yet to see. And I do believe that it's necessary for you to be withdrawn at this time. You may feel as if you have another round left, like, okay, I could perhaps be friends, but there's a reason why you also feel like, no, that may not be the best idea. Um, that's a safe place for you to be. I would just say, stay in that space because I feel like there's still some form of enlightenment and there's still uncertainty there for a reason. So I feel like just trust that feeling that you have, that you may feel reserved or feel the need to not really express yourself any longer or kind of be in the energy of these people any longer. You feel that way for a reason. Maybe they weren't really good friends at all, or maybe they weren't really healthy for you. It's just something that you still need to see. Although you may feel like, well, I maybe want to be friends with them again, or I may want to give this person another chance after putting me in a third party situation. But it's like there's still something else that that needs to be seen in terms of what you could involve yourself in, like what are you signing up for, basically. um and that's what you should be aware of, like, or you should know. It's like it's okay to be in this feminine energy. It's okay to be withdrawn. It's okay to kind of reflect and look into the situation because there is something that needs to be looked at that maybe you haven't seen quite as of yet. But both desires are true and fair to say, okay, I may want to give this another chance, but also maybe I need to take a step back and look and observe the situation before I just dive back in, and both are okay. Alrighty, groupie. So let's see. And we have group C. Hello, group C. Let's see. 10 of Wands in the reverse and the 5 of Pentacles. What you should know at this time. Um, hmm. I don't know if you're moving and you're unpacking, but it's like it's giving vibes of you're unpacking, but you're alone. Like I was supposed to be with this person, my person and I. We were supposed to be in this house together. We were supposed to be in this apartment together. We were supposed to be on a lease, but no, we're not together anymore. And it's like giving those vibes right now. What you should know. Um, it just feels like a situation where something has taken a toll on you and another person, and it could be in the matters of like moving a home. I'm getting unpacking here. Oh, let's say this is just a person's energy, and they this is someone that could be just, how some people feel heavy spiritually sometimes, like you're getting around them, they just feel heavy. And definitely this feels like someone who could feel heavy in your energy. Like, what I mean by maybe heavy, like you could have a good day. Like you wake up, the sun's shining, birds are chirping, and then as soon as they talk to you, like, hey, how are you doing? Dreadful. I hate my life. My job just laid me off. I spilled my coffee on the way in, only for them to tell me that only for them to give me paperwork and tell me that I'm fired. Like My cat, like, it's always like they just put something heavy on you. And this has happened since I was a child. Since I was a child, I've been going through these things, and it's like that person makes you feel so heavy. So either someone is like in your energy, which you should be aware of already, that's like kind of putting a lot on you, and you may feel like, okay, I just got to let this, like, this has just become too much. And maybe it has become too much, and you're feeling like it needs to be, maybe you are currently, it's giving me vibes of unpacking. I'm just getting energy of like, okay, unpacking. And hold on a second. Mm, okay, okay. Anyway, so sorry. Gives vibes of like unpacking and releasing something. Maybe there's something that you need to release and that you should know. And it could be a person, it could be a person in your energy, though, heavily like in your energy. That's what I was saying. Maybe this individual, and if this is not a person, you could feel this heavy in someone's energy. And maybe you need to kind of release some things that you've been carrying. Because I'm getting also the song Bag Lady by Erica Badu. Like, you don't want to be a bag lady. And this person like has a purse, interestingly enough. So like, you don't want to be a bag lady, but she just has a purse. Now, this feels like maybe you're carrying more, and it's okay to kind of just not do so much. I don't know if you're taking on a lot, you've been overwhelming yourself, and maybe you're overwhelming another person, or somebody's overwhelming you and they're overwhelmed, but this is kind of like what you should know right now, and what you should be aware of. It's okay to like let this go, whether it's a person, an energy. And I know it's not like that easy, of course, it's never that easy. But it just seems like something you're capable of doing, or you're already in the process of doing. And I feel as if like it's kind of it's not, I wouldn't say like let this person go before they let you go. It's kind of going to be where you already feel a sense of, it's like holding on to nothingness. It's like it's gonna have to, like, you're gonna have to drop it eventually. So it's like, instead of carrying it, knowing that I'm gonna have to drop this, and don't carry someone else's debts too. Like, if you're paying someone's bankrupt, like if someone went bankrupt and you're paying off their mortgage or loans or things like that, like, don't get bankrupt behind love. It just feels like, or behind a circumstance. I don't know, a bad business deal. I don't know what your situation is, but it just feels like there's something that is heavy that needs to be let go. I don't know if it's a person, situation, you're just moving, you're in the middle of unpacking, and you feel like, oh, I wish I had this person around. Or maybe you do have a person around, but you guys are going through financial issues. Whatever your situation is, what you should be aware of, at least at this time, there's some type of, the energy I'm getting is unpacking. There's a need to unpack here, because there's something that's heavy that you don't have to carry by yourself, and you don't have to carry it all, actually, because it's not practical. Essentially, it's not gonna, eventually you're gonna have to drop it, and it looks like you do, or looks like you will, or that's just what needs to happen. But yeah, okay, group C. Oh, that's like a tough one. Let's see. But alrighty. Um, I'm gonna hop off of here if there are no more questions, and I hope you all have a great day. Even though, oh shoot, he's here. Okay, gotta go. Thank you guys for watching.